Hi guys, welcome to the fourth part of my Vim tutorials. Today I'm gonna start with how you can navigate in Vim in much faster way and to move between the lines using line number and to search and replace and all that stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing first, as far as if you want to move faster in Vim, you can use Control G and followed by a line number to get to that line faster. Let me demonstrate. Sorry, let me show that for you. As far as one sec. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so here if you want to quickly get to the end of the file, you can press shift and G, that is capital G, and it will take you to the bottom part of that file. And if you press G 2 times, it will get you to the top part of that file, like that. Okay, then if you want to go to a particular line, let me set line number for you. So to show line numbers, you can use this command set number, and it will show the line numbers there. So if I want to get to line number 25, I have to type 25 and then Control G, and it will get me to line number 25. And as far as 1 minute, line 25, no, sorry, it's shift G, that is you have to press the number and then shift G, and it will take you to that number. And if you want to get the current position of your cursor, then you just simply have to press Ctrl and G, and it will show the position, that is here you can see 65%. It's in the 65% and age of the position of 38 lines, that is 25, the line number 25 and column number 1. So if you move a bit and like that, if you press Ctrl plus G, and it will show you the line number here and column number here. So you are in 73rd position in that file. So okay, then now as far as search is concerned, we can search by pressing the backslash symbol and then type in the thing that you want to search. Example, I want to search for Mobi, MORBI. I think I have seen that somewhere. Okay, and it will put you in that line and that character. So, and here is the word Mobi. If you want to search for the next occurrence of that word, simply have to press N. If it is there, it will show, but unfortunately there is only one instance of that word, so I will check for another word. Let me check for multiple words here. I would go for set. Okay, and it will show me the next occurrence from where my cursor was placed. So then if I press N, it will go to the next occurrence, like that, and next occurrence. If I press shift and N, it will go to the previous occurrence. Look, and if you want to search backward, then you can use question mark followed by the word to be searched. Like I will place my cursor here and then search for set once again. So it will go backwards, and in this case if we press N, it will go backwards. Look, like that, and shift N will go forward. Okay, and control O will take you to the older position, and control I will get you to the newer positions. So that can also be used. And as far as another thing is that while we are doing coding, then we will be using a lot of brackets. So I will type a bracket here. Here I'll type a starting braces, and I will end it here to the end of the file and here. So if I want to get to the opening and closing braces, I can press the percentage sign, and it will get me directly to the closing position. If I am pressing that in the closing position of that brackets, it will get me to the starting position of that bracket. And we can search and replace in Vim using the S command. Let me show it for you. So here I am searching for a particular word set in this line. So to search for that line and replace it with something else, I can issue a command, that is colon S, and then I can the word to be searched, and then the word that I am gonna replace with. I am replacing set with the, and when I press enter, the first instance of that word in that line will be replaced. Okay, if a word has multiple instances of that word, if a line has multiple instances of that word, if we press and we want to replace all of that word with with another word, then you can use a global character to the end of the previous command. Let me show that for you. So I want to search for set and place where it comes multiple times. Unfortunately there is, so I'll type in somewhere. So okay, I will type another set here, SD, and I want to replace this these two instances of set in this line. So I will just go to normal mode, then type S, then set, then the, and then if I append G to this command, then it will replace all the instances of the set with the. Look, both the words have been replaced. And if I want to replace all instances of set between a particular between two lines, undo that, and I will replace from 24 to 35. I want to replace all the set that is being that comes in between these two words. Then I have to type like this: 20 comma 35, and S set the, and G. 5 substitution on 4 lines. Look, all the set between these two lines, between these lines will be substituted. And if we want to do it globally, then we have to use %s and set and g. It will replace all the instance of set in that file. It substituted everything. You can undo it, and then if you want to ask for the substitution each time, then you can use C to confirm the process. So if you use GC, then it will ask for the confirmation. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So if you want to skip something in between, you can use this method also. And let's undo it. Then now let's move on to the next session of our Vim tutorial, and I'll be covering this in this session itself, because in the coming sessions I will be talking about customizing Vim and improving the workflow using the plugin ecosystem of Vim. So here I will be going to the next part. Here I'll be covering the summary, some extra things that you can do with Vim. That is, if I want to execute some commands outside the Vim, then I can use the exclamation mark and then type in the command like ls, and it will execute that command, and after that we can enter and it will return to Vim. So and if you want to save this file, you just have to write w colon and w, and it will save that file for you. And if you want to save a part of the file and as a new file, so what we can do is that we can switch to visual mode by pressing V, and then select the text that you want to save in a new file, and then colon w I missed that. Okay, I want to save this, then I can press W and file name. What file name? So I would want to save it as selected.txt, and it will save it as selected.txt. You can verify that by issuing ls command like earlier I did, and there is a selected.txt. So I will open that file in Vim and show you that the contents are the one that we have copied. Let me do that for you. So here is that. I'm in documents and my blog docs, and here there is a selected.txt. I'm opening that in Vim. No, I will be spitting out the contents of that text. So that's the text that we selected earlier. So this way you can select text and save it as a new file. So if you want to paste that contents of that selected.txt file down this line, what we can do is that we could simply type in R and then selected.txt, and it will paste the contents of that text file right under your cursor. Okay, then with this R command, you can also print out the output of commands inside the Vim file also, like this. I'll be outputting the commands of ls, that is list files command, to this file. So here's that the list file commands have spitted out the files that are in that folder, and it had printed out all that for us. So okay, now let's move on to the next session of our tutorial, and it is the opening and open mode and command mode and Y operators. So I think I had covered it in earlier topics, but anyway I will continue it in here. So if you want to start a new line below this line, you just have to press O, and it will open a new line down your line where your cursor is at, and you can type right there like that. So if you want to open a line above the current line, then you can press shift and O, that is capital O, and it will open a line above the cursor and puts you in insert mode, so you can type in right away. And A is used to append to the current line, or you can append text after your cursor. So here I can type in, and if you want to go to the end of the line, you can press shift and A, and it will get you to the end of the file, end of the line, and you can type right there. And if you want to go to the end of a word, then you can just press E, and it will get you to the end of the word, end of the next word, end of the next word, like so. You can move to the end of the next word using E. W will get you to the starting of the next word, and E will get you to the end of the next word. And the Y operators is used to copy the text, that is Y will copy the whole line, and you can paste it using P, and you can copy a single word using YW and paste it using P, and likewise that the Y operators is similar to the D operator, but you can use all the motion commands with the Y operator itself. So to know more about the motion commands, you can refer to my previous tutorials. And the replace mode, I think I have covered it in earlier topics. And we can set options in Vim using the set command that I have earlier done, that you to set the numbers. I have to unset the numbers. You can use no number, so it will reset the numbers there. To set it back, set number. There are a lot of options in Vim, and that we will explore in later sessions. Now, so this is the end of our tutorial, I think. To know more about the commands in Vim, you can use help, and help followed by the command name, and to jump to there are splits in Vim, so you can split your Vim vertically and horizontally, and to move to another split, you can use Ctrl W, but that is a default key binding. I'll be telling you about how we can override these key bindings in another session. So this is all for now, and to know more about Vim and all that stuff, I'll be posting various programming tutorials, and development tutorials in this channel, so please subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.